So here's a quick tour of CommonLit. So you can search their library by lots of different topics here. So let's say you have a book that you are already planning on teaching. It offers pairings for each of those books. You could also search by theme or a set of texts, a specific literary device, grade level, genre, etc. So let's just search by book, and I'm going to look for resources to pair with Fahrenheit 451, let's say. So I'm going to click on Ray Bradbury's book here, and now I get these suggestions on pairings for the book, and I get a description of what this reading is about, or a summary, and then a description of like when and how to pair it, right? So you can read through those, and I've read through these, and I think, oh yeah, Plato's allegory of the cave might work. So I'm going to click on this and show you what you have available for students. And again, this is all free. So it's integrated with Google Classroom, and we can play around with that at some point. But also, you can download this as a PDF and post it, or you could post a link to this directly. And if you do it that way, you can see student annotations and answers to things and things like that. So, all right, so some of the cooler features, it has this read aloud feature. So if I click that, it'll highlight.
The Greek philosopher Plato wrote most of his work in the form of dialogues between his old teacher Socrates.
All right, so hopefully you could hear that. It has someone reading the text for you. So I'm gonna hide that read aloud. All right. You could also translate the text to several different languages. So if I click on there, defaults to Spanish, and then I've got lots of other languages. So I'm just gonna keep it on Spanish here. All right. And now this tells me right here that if I click on the little globe, it'll translate that text. So I can click there, and here is that piece of text translated. And so one of the great things is that it keeps the English there, and so if students just need clarification, they can refer back to the translation or just read the entire translation. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and hide the translation and show you the annotation tool. So this is the teacher view, all right? But students have a similar tool. So they'll click on that, and let's say I want to highlight this sentence here, and I can click on the highlight, and it will highlight it for me. And I had lots of different colors to choose from, right? So I could also add text to my highlight. Right, so I can click in there and say add note here. All right. Click done, and now I've got this note for that right there. And then I can edit it too, or remove it. All right, so I'm going to hide that. All right, and so that's the annotation tool. And then this is the really cool thing. It has these guided reading mode questions. So as I read through there, remember I'm on the teacher view. So see, there's Q1. So at this point, that's a good spot for a question. And so if you enable the guided question mode here, students will be able to read this passage, and the rest of it is sort of censored out, like they can't read it. It's blurred out. And they will have to answer this question correctly in order to keep reading it, right? And so these are basic comprehension questions, depth of knowledge level 1, types of questions. But it helps with comprehension, right? And students can re-answer the questions. They're multiple choice, so they can re-answer them until they get it right, and then you as the teacher get a report on how many tries they took. Then there's other assessment questions at the end that are aligned to standards, and discussion prompts as well. All right. So that's a quick summary of a few of the many tools that this free website provides for teachers. Thanks for watching.